This is case number 234493801. The people of the state of Michigan versus Velma Hampton. The defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. And today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Erica Tusa on behalf of the people, P56831.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court. My name is Todd Russell Perkins, P55623, appearing on behalf of Ms. Hampton, appearing by way of Zoom with the client's permission and consent.
And Ms. Hampton, please unmute and state your full name for the court.
Velma Hampton.
Thank you. Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. Mr. Perkins, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, is it possible that myself, Ms. Tussar, and you could go to a breakout room?
Oh, sure. I suppose. Maybe we should have did that before I called the case.
Okay, I didn't know.
I mean, it's not really, no, I came in from an appointment, so I was just immediately going. We can go to breakout. And then I'm sorry, Mr. Flanagan, you said that that's Ms. Miller sitting at the defense table?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then is Young also in person?
Yes.
Okay. And then I see a case that says transfer to 338. Did you already call next door to see if they want them to come today?
Not yet. I'll do that right now.
Okay, call on that and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ms. Davidson,
Yes.
we have a breakout room really quick at 20.
Sure.
Mr. Flanagan, have we had any law students with Miss Stevenson in the past like 2 years? Yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Ms. Hampton, I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room, and then we'll be ready shortly with your case, but I'll put you back in the waiting. Okay. All right, I need to get my docket together. I'm just. Did you get an answer, Mr. Flanagan?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. The case can go over this morning.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You probably put that in the chat, but I didn't read the chat. I'm trying to do something else.
It's fine.
The name of the name that's next to Ishmael, that's an attorney, right? Not an officer, right?
Check, double check it.
Okay.
Mrs. Smell says she did not retain counsel, Your Honor.
Okay, and then, okay. So, okay. Miss, who is this other Nabawi person? Does anyone know?
Yes, Judge, that's my mother.
Oh, no, okay, hold on. Okay. Well, your mother, she's, okay, I'm not.
I think she wanted to attend. Should I?
No, she can watch on YouTube. Plus, you're getting ready to go to another courtroom anyway, so she can log off. Maybe Judge Garrett will let her into his courtroom. I need David Nabawi to start your camera, please. Can David Nabawi start your camera, please? All right, this is case number 234577801, the People versus Shaka. Middle name is PTAH, and then it says -RA on the docket. Last name Nabawi. Defendant is charged with assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, P number 83505. I have the complainant witness present via Zoom this morning. Mr. David Nabawi, unmute yourself and state your name for the court, please. State your name, sir.
David Mzee Irungu Nabawi.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Shaka Nabawi. Mr. Shaka Nabawi, sir, please unmute and say your full name. Please unmute, sir.
Jaka Patara Nabawi.
Thank you. Today is the date set for pretrial conference, and I understand based on a note next to Mr. David Nabawi's name, that the matter is a transfer to Judge Garrett. Ms. Ritter?
That is correct, Your Honor. According to the investigator's report, it looks like Mr. David Nabawi is the father of Mr. Shaka Nabawi, so the people believe it qualifies as a transfer.
All right, then, gentlemen, I am going to transfer the case to Judge Austin Garrett due to the familiar relationship between the two of you. Mr. Shaka Nabawi, how did you log into my courtroom? Meaning, did you use the Zoom ID number or did you click on my name? Unmute yourself, please. Unmute.
I'd use the Zoom ID number.
Thank you. Mr. David Nabawi, how did you log into my courtroom? Did you use the Zoom ID number or did you click on my name?
Zoom ID.
All right, gentlemen, Judge Garrett's Zoom ID is almost identical. Just simply change the 8 to a 9. Where you see an 8, change it, strike it. I'm sorry, I flipped it. Where you see a 9, change. What is Mr. Perkins? Mr. Perkins, you on video. You still on video, Mr. Perkins. Okay, where you see a 9, change it to an 8. Where you see a 9 in the Zoom ID, change it to an 8. And then that's Judge Garrett's Zoom ID number, okay? He is
Okay.
expecting you now, so you can log off of this court and log on to Judge Garrett's. He is expecting you now.
Okay.
All right, and you can, you're welcome. You can tell your mother she can log into there. He may let her in. I'm live streaming, so she would have to watch it on live stream in my courtroom, but he may let her into the Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a great day, stay safe, and they are waiting for you all next door, so you can log into there.
Okay, thanks, Your Honor. You too.
All right, thank you, bye-bye. All right. All right, looks like we're ready again on Hampton, Ms. Tussar.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think something's wrong with your camera. Oh, there you go. Oh.
Yep. There.
Okay, there you go. All right, back on the record with case number 234493801, the people versus Velma Hampton. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. All right, Mr. Perkins, we have an opportunity to speak in the breakout room. How do you wish to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, again, may it please the court, at this time, Your Honor, we would like to avail ourselves of well, it's not necessarily an offer, but we'd like to avail ourselves of the Cobb's agreement that we discussed.
Cobb's evaluation, the Cobb's evaluation.
Cobb's evaluation, I'm sorry. Cobb's evaluation that we discussed in the breakout room. And this would be a no contest plea for civil liability purposes. And I would turn my client over to the court for voir dire as it relates to the voluntariness to the plea.
And then Mr. Perkins, what we didn't discuss, and I don't know if you were, what your expectation was, but I didn't say that it wouldn't be an immediate sentencing. Were you aware of that? Because I do have to give space for the victim or someone on the victim's behalf if the victim is not able. I do have to give space for them to make a statement if they choose to under the Crime Victims' Rights Act. So it wouldn't be an immediate sentencing. You understand that?
I understand why it can't be an immediate sentence, and I won't ask for an immediate sentence based upon that. But I would ask the court to delete the necessity of a pre-sentence report, given the fact that the court has certain provisions that you were going to impose.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, Ms. Hampton, your lawyer has indicated that you want to waive your right to a trial, which for the record, this matter is set for trial, and I think the trial is in May, maybe, but I know it does have a future trial date on on the books, but your lawyer says you want to waive your rights to that trial and enter into a plea today. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Hampton, I'm going to share my screen, and I know, of course, I know what your position is, and so it is, you're probably very familiar with this, but I am going to still do it for the record. So with respect to my screen, I'm going to share, it's going to appear the constitutional rights form. And my question to you is, have you had an opportunity to either review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional rights?
Yes.
When you did that, did you understand your constitutional rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hampton, do you understand that this is a misdemeanor and therefore you do have a right to a trial? However, if I accept the plea from you today, you will be giving up your right to a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything that was not placed on the record today to get you to enter into this voluntary plea?
No, ma'am.
Drawing your attention to number 8, are you currently on probation or parole?
No, ma'am.
Finally, drawing your attention to number 11, it indicates that an appeal to the circuit court may be taken within 21 days of the date of your sentencing. However, do you understand that by entering into this voluntary plea, you may be giving up your right to an automatic appeal? And if you were to change your mind about the plea, you would either have to request permission of the circuit court to appeal the conviction or request my permission to set aside the plea. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
With that understanding, do you still want to give up your right to a trial and enter into this voluntary plea?
Yes, I do.
All right. Who is going to read the factual basis for the purposes of the no contest plea into the record?
I can do that, Your Honor.
All right, you may.
Paraphrasing from the investigator's report, Ms. Hampton, on the date of May 29, 2022, at 11187 Gratiot in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne, were you at that location?
Yes, ma'am.
And did a young lady by the name of Crystal Shavachi come to the 9th precinct?
Yes, ma'am.
And was she in mental distress at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
And at some point, did she, you and her have an altercation where you slapped her and grabbed her hair?
My objection is that it's supposed to be.
Oh,
No contest.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I apologize as well because I was trying to multitask. And when I did hear Ms. Hampton say yes, ma'am, twice, I tried to come out of the second screen. So I agree, and therefore the answers to the questions will be stricken from the record. And then Ms. Tussar, you could just read the factual basis.
Yes, thank you. Yes, on the date of May 29th, 2022 at 11187 Gratiot, City, Detroit, County of Wayne, Miss Crystal Shavachi, and I'll spell that, Shivachi, came to the 9th precinct in mental distress. She was naked and riding a bicycle. At some point, she laid down in the middle of Gratiot. Officers picked her up out of the street. Then there was an altercation between Miss Shavachi and Lieutenant Hampton, where Lieutenant Hampton grabbed her by the hair and slapped her. And of course, again, being in mental distress, the victim, Miss Shavachi, did not warrant that.
And then Mr. Perkins, is there a stipulation as to the factual basis for the purposes of the plea?
There is, Your Honor.
Okay, then the court will receive that stipulation, and with that stipulation, the court will accept a no contest plea to 1 count of assault or assault and battery. And then I can set the sentencing for Ms. Tussar, even though as I said, I am going to make space, or I'm going to set the sentencing for the future in case the complainant or someone on the complainant's behalf wishes to address the court. So my question is, I can do the sentencing 1, 2, maybe the week of, is 2 weeks enough time to try to notify or locate or see if someone wants to speak, or did you want? I can do it the week of, I think I could squeeze it in the week of March 11th and then, or the week of March 18th.
I can do either one, Your Honor, whatever the court likes. Well, we can reach out to her today.
Okay. And then with respect to the week of March 11th, Mr. Perkins, is that a good week for you?
No, I'll make it a good week, Your Honor. It's at 9 o'clock.
It will be at 9 o'clock. But let's see, Mr. Flanagan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I have no more on Monday and Tuesday. How many do I have on March 13th? I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Or 24, actually.
37.
Huh? What did you say?
37.
On March 13th?
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan, please send me that docket. Please send me that docket.
Okay. Oh, there's an afternoon too, Your Honor. Oh,
How many? Okay, just send me that.
okay.
Oh, what about March 14th?
$31.
And that includes afternoons. I have 5 reviews, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you all do a Thursday, March the 14th?
I can do that, Your Honor.
You said March 14th?
Yes, Thursday,
Yes.
March 14th.
Yes.
And then Ms. Hampton, you have a right to be sentenced in person, but you may consent to being sentenced on Zoom. Which do you prefer?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay, then the court sets it for Zoom, 9 o'clock. Mr. Flanagan actually put that on the docket for 8:59. I'm not gonna order a pre-sentence investigation, but so basically it's at 9 o'clock, but 8:59 lets me know that I didn't order a pre-sentence investigation. Anything further?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all set until March the, why did I close my book?
14.
March 14th at 9 o'clock. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank
Thank
you.
All right. Ms. Tusar,
Yes, Your Honor.
I see your message in the chat, but and I am aware, but I guess my question was, I think I told Mr. Flanagan I didn't have any space for you all to come in.
Okay.
Let's see.
If you do have a date, I can contact Mr. Forrest and let him know.
Well, Mr. Flanagan, now that I'm not having the trial tomorrow, I guess I guess you all can come tomorrow.
Okay.
Since I'm not having the trial, you all could come tomorrow.
Okay, will that be 8:30?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Okay. What? Why is she? Okay. Wait, are you saying the defendant or the attorney?
But the defendant.
Oh. So what do you all want me to do? Does she have on a mask?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What do you want me to do? You saying, can I call your case now, or are you asking me to reschedule?
If it could be called now.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Come on up.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I would never want to run your docket, but I appreciate you calling it.
Oh, no, no problem. I thought that, look, counsel, I thought they were talking about you because.
No, I mean, I am pregnant, but I'm not sick.
Right, and that's why I said, well, wait, who are you? Who are you talking about? Because, okay, all right, yes, thank you. But I'm gonna go ahead and call the case, but I will tell you that means I'm not 100% prepared. But I'm gonna be prepared. So, and I am a little confused by the time that's on here. And then Mr. Flanagan, did I do a pre-sentence investigation? Because I have not read one.
There was one, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up. Well, I have the victim impact statement and a sentencing memorandum, but oh, here it is. Okay, yes. So just for your information, I'm gonna print this off and I'm just perusing it. So if there's anything in it that you all want to bring to my attention, then please do that. But I wasn't able to prepare like I normally would this morning because of my personal appointment. So just, I did actually see your sentencing memorandum though. And I also saw what was labeled victim impact statement, but it was some pictures and it didn't look like a victim impact statement. So I stopped looking at it, but.
Do you know you have a co-defendant on that one and she's ready also?
I can't do two sentences at one time, Ms. Stevenson.
Okay, so Ms. Edwards is also expecting a baby. So I would be the only one in there.
It's not the pregnancy that's causing me to cause the case early. It's not the pregnancy. So the pregnancy has nothing to do with it, and I can't sentence two people at one time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Ms. Young for the reasons that was placed in the chat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish my docket in normal course. All right, I'm ready on Young. This is case number 22445950, the people of the state of Michigan versus Amisha Young. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Ms. Amisha Young, who is present and standing to my left. Your Honor, as you are aware, Ms. Young does have the flu. It has impacted her voice, so she may not be able to amplify it for her name to be heard, but I will still ask for her name to be heard or read for the record.
Okay. Are you Amisha Young?
Yes, say your name.
Amisha Young.
Okay, yes. All right, today is the day set for sentencing. As I just indicated, I have not read the pre-sentence report. I'm perusing it now, but I did read counsel sentencing memorandum, and I did see, I didn't read anything. I saw some pictures and then I clicked off of it. That's when I got distracted on my last case that was submitted to by the people. So with respect to the pre-sentence report, which I've just printed off, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections?
None on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
And none on behalf of Ms. Amisha Young either, Your Honor. I will state for the record, I did have.
I'm going to interrupt